Hello YouTube, this is Missives again. We're back with week 3 of the data pads. This is the final week of data pads. I think there's 28 in total, like from all 3 weeks. There are what, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 this week. What, 10 the previous week and then 9 that week. So yeah, it's like, what, 28 in total. If you're curious why I don't have all data pads, that's what I'm going to explain with week 3 here. Once certain data pads are just not spawning, or if they are spawning, you can't pick them up. They don't count as data pads. Sometimes, when you go to the data pad spot, so like this is the reclaim mission I'm missing, Rocketyard. It's supposed to be right here, the data pad, but it's not there for me. If you're curious why it's not there for me, is every time you pick up a intel piece, it drops lore. It drops lore, and it gives you a lore for without this lore page here. Once you have all the lore pages, data pads no longer spawn. So I'm going to show you where all 9 data pads are for week 3, but they might not be there for you. You might get unlucky and they are there, but you can't pick them up, or they don't count. This week has been bad. And I saw reports of this in week 2. I mentioned it at the beginning, but this week was even worse. I have 2 data pads I can't pick up because data pads are no longer spawning. One I could pick up, but it didn't do anything for me. So, if you're having problems with data pads, it's just a Bungie problem. They know about the glitch. I was hoping they patched it because this is reset, but they didn't patch anything. So, hopefully they fix it in the future before the end of the season, but I don't think they will. So, otherwise, this is the 9 data pads for week 3. Otherwise, let's jump into it. We'll first do the 4 data pads for Vanguard Recovery 3, then the 3 data pads for Pinnacle Missives, and the 2 data pads for Reclaim Missives. Each of these parts will have an extra add-on talking about why the data pad doesn't work. So if this is a little longer, I'm sorry, but yeah, I hope you guys do enjoy. Seasonal week 3, season reclamation. This is Vanguard Supply Recovery 3 of the data pad / missives. We're starting off with the HyperNet current. There are 4 this time around. But yeah, we'll start off with HyperNet current. Fireteam. There's HyperNet current. And we'll launch it. If I read this correctly, the first one's not far into the mission, and the second one's like right after an encounter. So if I know where this is, it seems like when you're going through the mission, it's a little bit into the mission. It's not too far for the first data pad, so we'll see you when we get close. Okay, so we're just a tiny bit into the mission. He's getting close to the data pad, but it's up here. It's right on the main path. He's already passed it. It is right here.
Sorry, I'm taking care of the enemy so you don't die.
This is the first data pad. The second data pad, as far as it sounds like, it's after this encounter up here with the mini boss. So we'll see you then. Okay, right after the boss encounter, the main boss encounter, you can see it's down there. This will be the second data pad for this mission, and then we're done. And then we're moving on to...
I just broke getting killed by them architects.
That was all the ones for HyperNet current. We're moving on to Battleground Behemoth for Fireteam. I'll see you guys when it starts. Also, it sounds like the first one is right next to the beginning of the mission. Then the second one's like right before the final boss. So This might be the one that is the 2 data pads the farthest away from each other. Okay, this is the start of the mission. But as far as I was reading, the first data pad is right up here. It should be up on this. Yeah, it's right there. This is the first of 2 data pads for this mission. As far as I was reading, like I said, the next data pad for this, it should be at the very end of the mission, right before the boss. So, I'll see you guys when we get close. Okay, we're close to the second data pad. Right at the end, when you're in Watcher's Grave, where you have to disable the 2 generators before the final boss. The data pad is right here by one of the generators. This is the second data pad for Battleground Behemoth, and this is the final data pad for Vanguard Supply 3 of Season Week 3. Otherwise, or Supply Recovery, Vanguard Supply Recovery 3 for Season Week 3. Missives or Pinnacle data pads for Week 3 of Season of Reclamation are, we're starting off with NODE.OVRD.AVALON, the variable. Also right now, I already recorded me pick up the second data pad, just because I was like, I don't want to replay this mission, but it's not counting for me. I just got one of the errors that it just doesn't count for me, but I'll still show you where the data pads are. Maybe it'll count for you. I'm going to go pick it up again. Like, I'm going to redo the whole area, even though I hate doing it, just to see if it counts the second time. But we are starting on NODE.OVRD.AVALON, the variable for Week 3 for Pinnacle. So, if you go to Portal, go to Pinnacle, NODE.OVRD.AVALON. If you want to change the difficulty, go right ahead. It's all up to you what you do. Otherwise, okay, so we're in the mission. It doesn't take a long, it's not a long way before the first data pad. We're a little bit into the mission. Like I said, it's not much further. Before you jump down to continue the area, you just want to jump across. If you're curious about this guy, he's for the, I believe, the catalyst for the exotic sword from this old mission. But this is one of the 2 data pads on the Avalon mission. Overload Avalon. Hey, it counted. I'm gonna work my way to the second one to show you where it is, and you'll see my new recording. Hopefully it counts. But yeah, I'll see you guys when you get close. It's a little further in. It's not too far. I would say maybe before the halfway point in this mission. Okay, so right after the encounter with the 2 giant chickens, it's where you enter in the codes on the spires 2 times, and right after you gain back the ability to respawn. No more respawn restriction. As you can see, I have 3,000 points. It's right after, like, the main encounter, like the first really big encounter. It's not too much farther. I know where this is because, like I said, I picked up this before and it didn't count. I was hoping I wouldn't have to replay this mission, but I want to see if it's here again for me. Yes, it's still here. Maybe it'll count this time. Let's see. Did it count this time? It did not. But yeah, that's the second data pad. It's just not counting for me. There's nothing I can do for myself. Maybe it'll eventually count for me, but that is the second data pad. We will be moving on to the Duality Nightmare of Gahlran. So if you go to Pinnacle, this, I'll tell you right now, I absolutely have no clue where this is. So it's gonna probably take me a second, but I'll see you guys when we land, and then we'll go from there. Okay, we're at the start of the dungeon. I'll see you guys when we get close to the data pad. So I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, we're decently into the duality. It's after the 2,000 points of the previous room. We just put down the valley, the flag, and there's the data pad. So this is the first encounter. I can't remember what you had to do for the first encounter. I only beat the duality dungeon once. I then remember doing it a second time, and we pushed the boss off the edge when that was still a thing. But here is the one and only data pad for duality. That would be all data pads for Pinnacles. The Pinnacles for week 3. Like I said, my second data pad there just glitched, but that's where it is. I hope this was helpful. Otherwise, that was all data pads for Pinnacles. Pinnacle Missives Discovery 3. We're doing Reclaim Missives Discovery 3. This will be 2 more the Reclaim missions. Bunker Triglav and the Rocketyard. If I remember correctly, I'm pulling it up right now just to make sure. The Bunkeryard Triglav is the first location of Conductor's Keep. And then the other one is a little farther into one. So we'll first do Conductor's Keep in Fireteam. Here's the thing with Conductor's Keep. I've definitely seen it not be the first area. So we're looking for Bunker Triglav. So see you guys in a second. Okay, so we did get it first as the first area. The data pad is just up here to the right inside the bunker. As far as it sounds, it's up here. Where is it? I think I ran past it already. Oh, it's up here. That's why. So it's right here. This is one of the 2 data pads this week for this challenge. Otherwise, we'll be on to the second and final data pad. It is for the Rocketyard data pad. Let me pull this back up. This is the 3rd area of the Fallen Bunker mission. So, we will have a little ways to go. At least with this next one, I know exactly where it is. So, I just knew that one was in the bunker there. Didn't know exact location. I just knew it was on the right. So, we'll see you when this starts, and then at the very end. Third area. Okay, so we're at the first area. Like I said, it's on the 3rd area of the Fallen Bunker, so I'll see you when we get close. I'll specify this before showing you where it's supposed to be. For this one, it's bugged for me, like it won't appear, and I think I know why, is because I got all the intel for all the data pads, so I don't believe data pads will spawn for me anymore, because I got all the intel. That's the problem, is once you get all the intel right now, the data pads will no longer spawn. Some people are having no data pads this week spawn, I saw people mention. But I will show you guys where it's supposed to be on the Fallen Bunker in the 3rd area. But yeah, if you're curious and stuff does not spawn correctly, it's because it is just totally bugged right now. Okay, so we're heading to the Rocketyard, the 3rd area. My brother had this spawn. I'm probably not going to get spawned, but I'll show you where it will be if it is there for you. Just run through this area, and if the data pad is there, it's right here for you. Oh, it's not there for me. it's right there for him. So apparently this one is bugged for me. Great. It's not there for me because, like I said, I've got all the intel that dropped from all the data pads, and data pads will no longer spawn for me. So I technically cannot complete the mission until they patch that glitch. It could also not spawn for you just because it doesn't spawn. So, otherwise that's all the Reclaim data pads locations for Reclaim Missives Discovery 3. Like I said, that was the 9 data pads for week 3. I'm sorry that if you can't pick up certain ones, like I said, it's very stupid, and you'd think that Bungie would at least test out some stuff here. Like, maybe, hopefully this allows them to be like next week or next season. If they add data pads again, then they probably will. Hopefully next season they will make it so the data pads aren't bugged with lore entries. Like they don't. If you have all lore, they still spawn. Hopefully this does help them in the future make data pads more easily accessed or whatever. Hopefully, but I don't know. Otherwise, that was all 9 data pads. There will be a video about all 28 data pads, and I think the intro of that will talk about like everything that we talked about at the beginning of this one, and then outro. But that will come out probably in the next day or two. I'm planning on this coming out Tuesday or Wednesday, because technically I have 5 drink videos, a achievement guide for a different game, and then hopefully this Tuesday, but I'll find out. Otherwise, if you guys like the video, if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, I recommend subscribing to the channel to keep all content. Otherwise, this has been Missives again, signing off. Have a good morning, have a good afternoon, have a good night, or if you just have a good day. I'll see you guys next video, and peace.